Honda has been the most popular motor vehicles around the world, with over 100 million Honda Cups sold across 160 different countries. However, this 100 million hardly has any portion of the China market, even though lots of the Super Cups were actually manufactured in China. In 2023, Honda finally decided to launch the Cup series in China mainland market, starting with Cross Cup 110. Later in November, an additional Kumamon version is released. With these two bikes released, I think we got the best priced Honda Cross Cup in the world. My name's Ray, I'm from China, and welcome to find out more with me about the best priced Honda Cross Cup. First of all, let's define the best priced. We'd like to compare the price under the same model and the same displacement. Currently, in Cross Cup, displacement 50cc and 110cc are globally available, whereas Cross Cup 110 is only available in China. Thus, we will compare this one. Let's take a look at the price first. The official retail price for Cross Cup 110 in China is $1,840 for standard version and $1,980 for the Kumamon version. No other tax is needed to purchase, with about $50 of plate registration and mandatory insurance. You're good to ride it away. On the other hand, the least price in Japan, approximately $2,430 is charged for the normal version and roughly $2,500 for the Kumamon version. So here we are looking at the same model, both on sale in Japan and China, and the price gap can go up to over $500, nearly 25% of the whole vehicle's value. As for other countries, it's a pity that the Cross Cup does not officially on sale in US and Europe yet. Therefore, riders in other countries have to go through the import and registration process. The cost varies accordingly, and probably not very cheap. If you have some experience of importing motorcycles into your home country and would like to share, please kindly share in the comment. And the huge price gap raises a big question mark. How different is the Chinese Cross Cup, and why is it so cheap? The first question naturally comes to mind is, does the China version have any compromises? Actually, the Chinese Cross Cup and the engine are assembled locally in a Honda joint venture close to Shanghai. Here is a spec comparison list I've made according to the Honda website and the user manual of the two countries. As for the engine, despite a few trivial differences in size and fuel economy, the main specs, the peak output, the compression ratio, as well as the maximum torque are exactly the same. Honda adapted one of its locally manufactured engine from Wave series here in China to provide the same performance as the Japanese engine assembled in the Kumamon plant. The only detectable difference with the engine is the oil filter. In most of the Honda Cup engines, this small extruding cylinder here actually contains an external oil filter, which is replaceable. However, the oil filtering system here in China version is incorporated into the crankcase of the engine and needs no special maintenance. Both bikes, of course, have the classic semi-auto gearbox, the kickstart lever, and a pair of 17-inch cast wheels. And luckily, the disc brake and ABS in the front wheel is also kept in the China version, even though ABS is still not mandatory in the Chinese regulations. So, good job, Honda! The second question, are there any compromises in the quality of the assembly and the parts? This could be a rather tricky question because quality is mainly reflected in the statistical data, such as the failure rate, the breakdown rate, and etc. Therefore, I'd like to share 5 findings in the details. Number 1, stitches of the seating. The stitch lining seems to bear lots of tension, not as smooth as the website photos. Could this mean the seat is less durable? Number 2, the turn indicator. Honda provides no sound when the indicator lights are on. Is this an universal supercup issue? Does it happen to your supercup as well? Number 3, when the indicator is turned on, either left or right on the dashboard, both indicator signals are flashing. That's not very smart, right? Number 4, mirror screws. I found the adjusting screws of the mirror loose when I got the new bike in the store. Number 5, reflector label. The reflector labels on the front and rear fender are missing. This must be a cost down due to no mandatory requirement in the China laws. Nevertheless, such findings wouldn't prevent me from the joy of riding this unique cross cup. In conclusion, I think I just got an almost identical cross cup as the rest of the world, with a much cheaper price and no major compromises in quality or specs. I know you must be wondering, why is Honda acting so kind by offering such a bargain? In the rest of the video, I will try to put the pieces together. Firstly, severe competition. China's whole motorcycle market slightly decreased in 2022, and there's a dramatic growth in the large displacement motorcycle sectors. Then what do we do with the smaller engine lines? The answer is retro mopeds. In the past 6 years, Chinese youth with higher income and decreasing childbirth rate are growing interests in all sorts of outdoor activities. Small retro moped is one of them. It is becoming a lifestyle. In the past 3 years, some local Chinese manufacturers who more or less have something to do with Honda in the past saw this trend and offered several supercup-alike motorbikes. Here is a list of them and the offering prices. Most of them are 30% cheaper than the original Honda Supercup. And these mopeds seemed rather popular in China, well, at least in the social media. As for the quality and riding experiences, I haven't tested any of these bikes yet. If you want to know, please leave a comment and I will make the plan. Secondly, parts localization. The motorcycle supply chain in China is more than capable to support the production. Here we are looking at the motor homologation list. It comes with each bike. Some part manufacturers are displayed here. The engine is from Honda China. The catalytic converter, the coating, EVAP, air filter, and muffler are all from Chinese suppliers. And I'm confident that the frame, the body, and the wheels are also locally made because they are such a pain for transportation. Most of the control units come from Thailand, probably Honda's global sourcing strategy. So my bold guess is that the sourcing localization rate can be over 50% of this China cross cup. Moreover, the mods and decoration parts for supercups developed surprisingly fast in China as well. I'm planning to make more videos of the mods that I find interesting. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find this video useful. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you wish to know more about cross-cup experiences, my future modifications, or generally just motorcycle riding in China, please subscribe by comment videos. I'll see you next time. 那我们下次再见。